What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am really sorry about the lack in uploads recently. Work's been kicking my ass, to be honest. If you saw on Instagram, I did say that I was going to be charging the GoPro and take you guys on a little drive of the Supra. Kind of give my thoughts on what it's been like the last few months, having the car straight piped. So stay tuned for that. We're not going to be doing that today. Today's Monday, October 4th, just a little after 9:30. My local bank here just opened about a half hour ago. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you guys to the bank with me, and I'm also going to do a little bit more explaining on what's yet to come in what I want to be the very near future. So I'm going to grab my pair of socks right here. I only wore yesterday for about a half hour. So let me put these on real quick. And before I do that, I want to quickly say, again, sorry for the lack in uploads. It's been pretty hectic. They ramped up hours at work, and I've not had a whole lot of time to, or I guess I shouldn't say that I've had a lot of time like during the weekends and stuff, but I just haven't had a lot of personal time to myself. So it's been, because of work, I've not had a lot of, downtime to myself to just be here relaxing. So that's kind of what I've been doing over the last month or two since my last upload. However, that is going to be changing. So I'm I'm about to lose all of that. So let me kind of walk you guys through real quick on what I'm planning. So as you guys know, I had t-shirts designed, and I took today off from work so that I could go to the bank, and I'm going to be discussing with a banker on what is the next, what can I do next. So I'm thinking about, I'm probably going to be walking out of the bank today with doing a business credit card so that I can purchase a bunch of these. The website's been started. I just have to finish it and get like shipping and everything set up. I can get a really good deal right now through UPS, so I'm probably going to do that. And it'll be just flat rate shipping. It won't be, and it'll be nationwide, all 50 states. But no international yet. But if I create an account with them and do everything through them, they're going to give me a really good deal on stuff. So I figure that's going to be the best way to go rather than go USPS. Granted, the USPS is going to have adaptive shipping, which is just like based on weight and size of the package. So that number there in shipping would fluctuate rather than just be a flat, steady rate. Which, for those people that order multiple things, would really pay off. But since I only have the one, since I only have the one design currently, I'm not really too worried about the adaptive shipping. Everything's gonna pretty much be the same anyway. As far as like package size, maybe some people will want to get a shirt or two for themselves, or get one as a gift, or whatever else on top of one for themselves. But I'm rambling too much, my bad. But so I'm gonna do that today, and I'm also gonna be trying to, I guess I should say, find the passion again to get my gaming channel back up and going. I have not uploaded on that for about a year. So I would really like to get that going again, just because I've been so far removed from it. I haven't really done it a whole lot, and I really miss it, honestly. I like to get back into it. So what I'm doing is I've got an application started. I just have to get it finished. I'm probably gonna get that done today too. I want to get that done today. An application started for a GTA 5 server for role-playing and getting into that. I've been watching a lot of content over the last, this whole year on GTA 5 roleplay from like 2017, 2018, and how much fun it can be. So I thought I kind of want to get into that now and experience that, and hopefully meet some more friends, and just kind of get more of a social life per se, rather than it just being solely focused on work, more or less, because that's one thing that I hate right now. The schedule at work is packed until the end of the year, and it has been since before summer started, back in April. So we've been working 50-hour work weeks pretty consistently now for the last 5-ish months, I would say. 4 or 5 months. Not terrible, all things considering, but yet at the same time it is pretty physically draining and takes a lot out of you. The only thing they could really do next is start making me work Saturdays, which I don't have to do just yet. The project that I'm working on right now, my coworker has been coming in on Saturdays. So hopefully I won't have to do that. But right now they're just taking volunteers to do it. So, and I've been going back home every weekend to volunteer at a pumpkin patch type place, because I dress up as a character and scare in their haunted corn maze. Blah, 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 whatever. Yep, make fun of me. Who cares? But if you haven't done it, I recommend. It's actually pretty fun. You make kids cry, and then there's those retards that come through and they say, "Oh, I'm not scared," and then you jump out and scare them, and they scream like a little girl, and then it just makes it that much funnier and whatever. But if you haven't done it, recommend it. I know the owners pretty well. I used to work out there. Their son is just a year younger than me, and I got to know him pretty well growing up, so that's why I'm so close to them. But I got a lot on my plate, and at this point I really don't have a lot to lose. Just a quick update, and I'll hopefully be able to put some pictures up in this video when it goes up. But my grandpa just recently moved from Chadron, Nebraska to Hastings, and he has a 1959 Dodge Custom Royal Lancer that he restored several years ago. He kept it all numbers matching stuff, and he had to use 3 different parts cars to put the whole thing back together. Paint and bodywork, interior is all flawless. The VIN matches every single option on that car. He did a really good job with it, and it drives really well. I think it's about 400 horsepower, something like that. It's pretty good. It gets up and scoots when you need it to. It's a boat of a car though, about 20 feet long. But anyway, my grandpa just brought it down because he doesn't have any place to store it anymore, because he's living now in an assisted living place. But he still has like his own place, so he's just in like a little community of, like kind of like a retirement community down in Hastings. Well, he doesn't have a place to put the car, so he gave it to my dad, and the car's already acting up, with the brakes and stuff, with all the drums. If you touch the brake at all, the brakes lock up immediately while you're driving, and it's not safe to drive. We tried taking it out this last weekend, didn't really work so well, but he's already threatened to sell the car, so to try to prevent that, I got to get my butt in gear. So if it ever comes down to it, my dad decides to sell it, I either A, have the money to buy it from him, or 2, can kind of swindle it out from underneath him and say, hey, I've got a place, I've got plenty of money right now. I have a place that I'm renting here in Lincoln to store it. If you want to store it here and get it out of the way, you can. Because right now he doesn't have enough he doesn't have a whole lot of shed space for it, and it's kind of taken up quite a bit of space. He doesn't really want to have to deal with it, so yeah, this video is going to be pretty long, and I apologize. Just please stick with me because you're going to want to keep tuned in for this. But I just thought I'd let you guys know kind of what's been going on the past few months. I couldn't be more excited, but yet at the same time, I gotta stop being so lazy. You know, I mean, we only get X amount of years in life. Some people it's shorter, some people it's longer. It just depends. I could be gone tomorrow in a car accident. Who knows? But that car, specifically that car, is one that I grew up with. And I don't mean that in the fact that I was around it all the time, but yet it was still something that I got to see growing up. And my grandpa took me on car rides in. I got to go with him to car shows to show it. And he's already sold his other he's already sold his other vehicle that he had. It was a '58 Dodge swept side, same exact color scheme, 3 on the tree truck. Beautiful truck, fins on it, great. Dodge only made him for 3 years. I wasn't too sad about him selling that truck. However, I wouldn't mind owning another one just to keep, you know, since that was my grandpa's dream truck and he had to sell it because he needed the money for it. Otherwise, he would have never gotten rid of it. And they would have both been given to my dad and eventually, hopefully, to me if he didn't sell it. But, you know, those 2 vehicles, more specifically the car, have had a huge impact on me in life. And those are 2 cars that I want to always keep around. You know, I've been watching other YouTubers, you know, they're buying their dream cars. It's Just a 6 has his dad's old Camaro that he's coyote swapping. TJ's got that 67 Fastback. Fuck, I even think Street Speed's got a split window C2 Corvette. But you know, those are 2 cars that more or less they're not necessarily my dream vehicles. However, it's the sentimental stuff for me that makes me always want to keep them around. You don't see a whole lot of them on the street anymore anyway, so maintaining those is not going to be easy, but definitely something that I wouldn't be opposed to taking up. So I'm going to go into detail. It was just a quick brush. I'm going to go into a little bit more detail once we go to the bank, and I'll let you guys know what happens when I'm done. So I will see you guys at the bank. Everybody, real quick, I'm here in the Supra, and I just got my paperwork and everything done for both a checking account and business checking account and a credit card. So I'll go over with that with you guys when I get back home. But I think I'm gonna stop and get some food and enjoy the drive home. Hey guys, welcome back. So it's actually much later than I wanted it to get. I did end up getting my application for some GTA roleplay done, and I got that submitted, so now I just gotta wait the next few days. Currently watching an episode by Civ Ryan right now. But as promised, let me sit down and go through kind of like some of my banking stuff here. But I did go ahead and get the business checking account set up. I also got a business credit card, but I have the paperwork for that back here. But that's obviously got to go through like approval and stuff, so I'm not going to get immediate results on that. This card right here has my login info on it for online banking, so I'm not going to show that to you guys, but just some of the forms and stuff, obviously, but nothing real special. But more to come. Definitely more to come. This is definitely a good step forward for me in getting to start doing the things that I want to do more. And I'm really looking forward to it. But let's see, is there anything that I really didn't go into detail earlier? Let's see. I mentioned the gaming already. I'm wanting to get back into that. And just having no drive to really do much. Obviously, I mentioned my bank stuff and what I was going to be doing with that. Any further business stuff? Let's see. The website hasn't been touched in a while. I need to get that probably set up. I'll probably finish setting that up when I get my credit card and stuff all done and get some more shirts ordered. That way I can just pretty much roll it on, set up the inventory on the website and make it live. And I'll make an announcement for that on here and on Instagram whenever that goes up. So be looking out for that. Probably, I'd like to get it up before the end of the year, but with my work schedule right now, I have no idea. I am taking another day off of work. It's going to be another Monday. It's the last Monday in October, so I'll be taking that day off to hopefully get some more stuff done. But other than that, I'm kind of at a little bit of a standstill at the moment, at least for the next week or so, probably. Not entirely too sure when I'm going to hear back on the credit card, but as soon as I do, I'm going to get the ball rolling on that and get quite a bit more shirts ordered and just go for it. I have nothing to lose at this point. So far, I've only taken 2 out of my 10 allotted vacation days, and I got to get everything all used up by April. So, to be honest, I'm really considering taking about a week-long vacation in Colorado for myself, just because. Why not? Or maybe just wait and use it for and extend, my time off during the holidays. I might do that too, and then just do my Colorado trip next year. I don't know. I'm kind of still thinking about it, but who knows? It's not too far of a drive. I'd probably just get like an Airbnb or something. I don't have a ton of money for it right now, so I may just wait and do it next year. And get more of the business stuff set up first. Have extra income on that to be able to not only have the PTO to take off from work, but then the extra funds from the business to go and spend a few days out in Colorado, just time to myself. Completely get out of Nebraska, stay in an Airbnb, small house somewhere, Have time to myself. But other than that, I would say it's been a pretty successful day. I got quite a bit accomplished. I had a very short list of things that I wanted to get done, and I got them all done. I got everything done with time to spare, so I'm kind of just taking my last, hour or two now before I go and start laying down and getting ready for work tomorrow. Taking this time and using it pretty wisely, or at least trying to anyway. But I got to talk with a buddy of mine because I know he wanted to get into doing RP as well. He was the one that actually told me several years ago when he was still going to school here at UNL that he thought I should be doing that because it was blowing up at the time, and ironically, yeah, that was back at when it was hitting its peak in 2018. So who knows? But I'll keep diving into it and hopefully be able to keep things going. And then once real progress starts getting made, hopefully I'm a little happier. Because right now it kind of sucks. But, I mean, you gotta work for... You can't just be handed everything in life. A lot of stuff you gotta work for. So, finally taking the steps to get there. And with everything going on with my grandpa's car and my dad wanting to sell it and get it gone, you know, I'm kind of pressed for time, so I'm going to get what I can done as quickly as I can and do it as efficiently as possible. But other than that, that's going to do it for today's little video. I know it's more of a update. I didn't really do a whole lot on camera except just talk, but not really too sure what else to upload at this point. Winter is coming, so I'm probably going to take a little bit of a winter break. Hopefully I get some more. I should be having more, if the timeline is correct, the new marker lights and blinkers that I ordered a while back should be coming in hopefully late this month or early November. So with any luck, those get here, and I can be working on that over the winter and have at least some content over that. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. If you stayed this late in the video, I really appreciate it. This is quite the process, and I thought this would be a little easier, but it's turning out to be quite the challenge. And with everything that I have planned on doing up in my head that you guys have no idea about, is exciting at the same time. It's exciting, but yet at the same time it's also kind of overwhelming with how much farther I have left to go before I even start getting a glimpse at being successful with what I want to do. But it's a grind. It's got to be done. But I know when I get there, it's going to be all worth it. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I really appreciate it. Leave a like down below. Hit that subscribe button. Trust me, I will have more super content coming out pretty soon. I know in the last video I said that the next upload was going to be super content. I did not plan on making a video today, but I figured since I hadn't uploaded in a while, and I hadn't had the time to go out and just drive around in the Supra to record the exhaust video with the GoPro on my head, that I would at least do something to put out there, so that way YouTube doesn't think I'm missing or something, and do whatever else. But make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe button down below. The next video, I won't promise you this, but the next video should be me driving around with the GoPro on my head and doing a more or less what it's been like to drive around with the car as with it being straight piped, since I did that back in May. But anyway, thank you again, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.